Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Drizzle Land, and I am happy, happy, joy, as Ren and Stimpy would say, to have all of you on here and love all the feedback and support. This is basically a shout out video to J Wilkins 79 and Scotty and everybody who has hit the like buttons and commented on the videos recently, and Bob Guzman. Thank you again for the Married with Children comments. I really appreciate that. I love feedback, you guys. I love entertainment. This is what I like to do. I like to have conversations with everybody, and I just want to show love to all of you for watching the videos, and more peace and love to everybody out there in the universe. We need that, man. We need more positivity and energy out here in this world right now with all the crazy stuff that's going on. People need to start loving and respecting people for who they are, no matter what. And so, anyways, let's get on to what I wanted to talk about, and that is I really appreciate how people are coming together and supporting people now and helping people out in the world, and I think that we need more of that in the universe. We need the cosmic energy to continue and show that we all care about each other. And this is our planet, this is our future, this is our generation, and we need to speak it out and do what we need to do. And it doesn't matter what you do, just, as long as you're helping other people along the way to understand that, we need to work on keeping everything in check. And it doesn't matter what politics or where your background is or whatever. I mean, I'm trying to be positive in my videos and try to show you that, you can accomplish anything no matter what happens in your life and where you come from and what your situation is. Not too many people know, but my situation is I am diabetic. I also am technically legally blind, actually since birth. But yet I live on my own and I take care of my business. I handle everything on my own. I mean, I do videos for you guys and reviews, and I just, appreciate all you guys, adding me and watching my videos, and I love you. And, don't be shy to add me and comment on videos and even ideas for some new videos, subjects. I would love to do some, music reviews coming up, on, guest guests on the shows for the reviews. If anybody's interested in actually, getting a hold of me and saying, yeah, I'm a wrestling fan. Speaking of that, crazy stuff happened on Monday Night Raw. Mick Foley gets fired. Not too happy with that situation. I gotta be honest, I'm gonna kind of vent. The McMahons in wrestling, oh God, I know I'm gonna get a lot of heat for this. We don't want Stephanie McMahon on Monday Night Raw anymore. I don't even want Triple H on Monday Night Raw. What I want is Hulk Hogan in charge of Monday Night Raw, and let's bring somebody back who actually is going to help the talent develop on Monday Night Raw. And please don't get rid of the Cruiserweight division. That is the one shining aspect of Monday Night Raw, you guys. And for you to just get rid of that whole division just because Vince McMahon, who's 75 years old, who doesn't know jack crap about talent right now. I mean, the guy, for God's sakes, didn't want to sign AJ Styles. And AJ Styles is the best independent wrestler in the world. Really? Come on. And let's go more into detail about Monday Night Raw. So I wasn't too impressed with this show, honestly. Um, and then the women's division on Monday Night Raw for WrestleMania will get obviously that matched, with the different women, and that's fine if you want to have like a triple threat match or whatever. That's fine. Just keep Dana Brooks out of that main event match at WrestleMania. Um, my God, she's just not a wrestler. She Don't get me wrong, she's got potential, but we have not seen any progress as far as going forward for her being a professional wrestler. Yeah, she whip-de-doo. She can lift weights and do helicopter airplane spins with people and throw them on the mat. Whip-de-doo. Who cares? We want wrestling on Monday Night Raw. We don't want drama-filled McMahon bullcrap with Stephanie McMahon firing Mick Foley, who was the only good reason why I even watched Monday Night Raw was because of Mick Foley. Luckily, you guys, we're gonna have Kurt Angle back soon. That's gonna save WWE's butt right now. Because with the scams that are going on right now, with all the drama behind the scenes, with the McMahons, and I want to say something too. AJ Styles versus Shane McMahon at WrestleMania. No thanks. AJ Styles is a guy who was TNA wrestling. They built a brand around him. He left because of Dixie Carter, and WWE signs him. You book him in great matches, okay? Great matches against Cena, against everybody on the roster. He competes against everybody and beats the crap out of them for half a year. And then you disrespect Styles by putting him in a match at WrestleMania with Shane McMahon. Okay, don't get me wrong, I like Shane. He's not a wrestler. Okay? Now, if you would have had Styles versus Ziggler, Styles versus Angle, Styles versus anybody else on the SmackDown roster, cool. Fine. Good for WrestleMania. Okay? Now, I have to be honest, and then I heard some stuff about Roman Reigns versus Taker and Reigns beating Taker. My God, I just hope that doesn't happen. I mean, my God, that would just ruin my opinion in wrestling if that happens. You can't let Undertaker lose to Reigns at WrestleMania. Who the hell drew that up? They should just, oh my God, they should be fired for that. That's just god awful. Now, I just want to say, I am a WWE fan. I appreciate the talent. I like the product. I just don't like the management and the people who are in charge of it. We just want older wrestlers to come back and be more involved in the actual progress of Monday Night Raw and SmackDown Live. Now, they're talking about getting rid of 205 Live. Again, if you get rid of the Cruiserweight division, I just think that's just going to take away so many fans. And if you call Nakamura up from NXT, that's, again, a great talent. But if you send him to Raw, who is he really going to have a rivalry with? Sheamus, Samoa Joe, yeah, Sami Zayn. I mean, that's fine. Strowman possibly might be interesting. Even Big Show. Cesaro possibly. I mean, Xavier Woods is not going to be on television for a while now because of that whole. Oh yeah, one more thing. So WWE posted something basically saying that Jack Swagger has officially been released. He's no longer on the roster. He's not going to be WrestleMania. He's no longer on any of the shows. You can't. I don't even think you can even look his videos up on WWE Network at this point. Um, so he's gone. Um, and then there's the really bad thing about Paige right now. Apparently, somebody hacked her phone and stole it. Apparently, uploaded a bunch of raunchy videos, pictures, nude pictures, and other crazy stuff. Um, so, and they're really pushing SmackDown Live to talk to Jeff Hardy about Hardy coming back. Frankly, yes, go for that because Hardy and Matt right now, both of the Hardys are free agents. They would honestly help the brand grow if they can sign these guys. I think that that would kind of make up for all the bad news that have happened in the last, few weeks here. Um, but as a fan, I WrestleMania this year, boy, um, this is honestly the first year where I'm not saying that I'm not gonna watch it, but there's nothing that's really eye opening that is catching my eye that's saying this is gonna be the greatest WrestleMania ever. Um, I mean, The Rock isn't even gonna be there. Austin's not even gonna be there. Hulk Hogan right now is kind of like up in the air whether he's gonna be there or not. We don't really know. Obviously, Kurt Angle is gonna be there because he's being inducted in the Hall of Fame. Um, but boy, I don't know. I mean, I love wrestling, but boy, WrestleMania just isn't eye opening this year. There's not any matches on the card that just blow me away where I'm like, yeah, I want to spend the money and watch it. I might even just wait till it comes out on DVD or Blu-ray and get it then. Um, and please WWE, as a fan and all for every one of the fans out here on the internet, please do not let Roman Reigns beat The Undertaker. That would just disgrace the Taker's reputation at WrestleMania. You would just be crapping on his good name. Um, boy, oh my God. So, what I did want to talk about though is so I have been watching ROH pay per views, Ring of Honor. If you don't know what Ring of Honor is, look it up. It's an independent wrestling company. Matt and Jeff Hardy actually just recently wrestled the Young Bucks. Christopher Daniels won his first ROH championship. He defeated Adam Cole, who is a member of the Bullet Club. If you guys didn't know, AJ Styles, Luke Gallows originally, Finn Balor, before, the new wave, basically Bullet Club, but which I don't even know half the people who are in it now. Well, Cody Rhodes, yeah, and Scott Hall's son, Kenny Omega. That's another person too. Kenny Omega, if WWE can sign him, I would definitely get him, involved with a rivalry, possibly with Bobby Roode. That would kind of develop NXT back up from what it is right now. Right now, I'm not too impressed with NXT anymore. Most of the good talent's already on the main roster. It's really gone downhill. The women's division is pretty bad, other than Asuka and Amber Moon. So, but and then Impact Wrestling. Oh boy. Again, Cody Rhodes, Bobby Lashley. The Hardys are gone now. They're not there anymore. Jeff Jarrett now is more involved in Impact because he pretty much took over with new management. He's bringing in new talent. A lot of guys we've never really even seen from GFW, which is the Global Force Wrestling, which didn't even air, from my understanding, in the United States. It's just been like internet videos and pretty much house shows. We haven't even heard anything other than that from that, and that's been going on for years. Um, there's been a rumor going around that Jim Ross and Jerry the King Lawler want to work together again, and they're talking about possibly going to Impact Wrestling for the announcers, because right now Josh Matthews and D'Angelo pretty much don't like each other. They're not really coexisting, and then Jeremy Borash is involved in that situation. Former ring announcer with them. Dixie Carter's pretty much completely out of the whole entire company. She has nothing to do with it anymore. I'm actually glad for that, because let's face it, Impact wasn't necessarily getting very good ratings when she was in charge. The one thing I do like is they are bringing back some of the older talent, LAX, Magnus, Matt Morgan, Suicide. I'm trying to think here. There's just plenty of other people who are recently posting that they're coming back to help the company out, which I appreciate the older talent coming back. That's actually going to make the situation better, to make the show a little bit more interesting. Angelina Love, she's back. Brooke Tessmacher. I'm missing some people here. I'm going to have to look it up later. But a lot of the older talent are finally coming back to Impact. Again, no Kurt Angle, no Sting, though. Bully Ray, formerly known, as Bubba Ray Dudley in WWE all those years, is now in an ROH. So it's just a lot of crazy stuff in professional wrestling right now. I mean, it's hard to really follow all of it because a lot of it is just really crazy and wow, yeah. Um, and the world of sports right now is really interesting too, because Tiger Woods is talking about coming back for another, run. I have to be honest though, Tiger is he's just not the same anymore. He can't physically perform the way that he used to. He still wants to do like the Masters and stuff, but let's be honest, he's not healthy. He's not really showing any progression with golf anymore. He's more interested in basically the Tiger brand. Um, so and trust me, I used to be a huge Tiger Woods fan. I used to respect the guy highly. I thought he was incredibly talented, but not so much now. This is the tail end of his career, and I think that he needs to accept it and kind of walk away from the situation. But also, so March Madness is going on right now, and South Carolina beat Duke. Great, actually interesting. I never thought that was ever gonna happen. And then MSU, they lost to Kansas, and I believe North Carolina is still alive. So I don't really have the clean prediction on who is gonna win the tournament right now. There's not any teams that really, honestly, you know, come to mind that I would pick over other teams. Um, but I'm going to go to baseball now, though. I think that we're going to have a very interesting baseball season this year. I think that there are three teams that are going to be highly favored. Obviously, my Cubbies are going to be highly favored. I think that the Cincinnati Reds might be coming out of the middle of nowhere. I think that they could possibly do something. Cleveland Indians, obviously, they could do something. And then we could have some other surprises down the road. We never really know with baseball because it's up in the air. So let's go on to NBA. We've had lots of different interesting trades to help, teams that really weren't even considered to be playoff teams. The Eastern Conference right now is just nuts because the teams who you wouldn't expect to be good, like the Wizards and Raptors in the past few years, are very good now. Um, and teams who used to be good, like the Knicks and Bulls, they're pretty much downhill right now. They're not going to make the playoffs at this point. Um, and then, you have to consider the outsiders, uh, teams that you wouldn't really expect to make a splash and trade deadlines. Like, obviously, New Orleans did that. Um, and, there's a few other teams I can't remember all the trades exactly. I'd have to look it up. But there were some pretty interesting trades, though. Um, and I think the Lakers are trying to make some progression in the situation of who is going to make the team better for the future. I believe Magic Johnson being in charge is a great thing for the Lakers. I really think that's an awesome idea. For the Knicks, though, I know that there are some Knicks fans out there. I have to feel really bad for you guys. And same thing for the Bulls and the Heat also. I mean, those are teams that I grew up a huge Bulls fan. I'm still a Bill Bulls fan. I love my Lakers and my Bulls. And I'm always gonna like those teams. It's just right now it's in a huge transitional period to where we don't really know what's happening with this. We don't really know what's happening with management. We don't know what's happening with the talent. We don't know what's going on with Kobe Bryant, with what his job is going to be with the team, because he wants to be a scout for the Lakers. Um, and boy, Chicago Bulls fans, oh my God, I don't even want to get into that. I love my Bulls, but you guys, oh my God, why? I feel bad you guys are even paying tickets prices to see the team play right now. It's just it's horrible. Same thing with the Pacers. It's horrible. um, and let's think here. What else is going on? I think that's about it. I can't really come up with any other subjects to talk about right now. I just appreciate you guys, watching this and having your opinions. And Drizzy out. Peace.